Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Olivia and this is Conscious Living. This is my first video, so thank you for clicking and thank you for joining. Welcome. Today will be one of the first videos in a series I want to create about plant medicine. So my goal in this series is to introduce a more holistic and alternative way of dealing with mental, physical, and emotional health issues. I believe that taking a more holistic medicinal path will reduce the amount of side effects you have with helping these issues, as well as helping you deal with these problems head on instead of just masking them and kind of pushing them away and not fully getting to the root of your issue. I believe that your mind creates your reality, so in order to create the best reality for yourself, you have to have a healthy mind and a healthy body. And, this is just one of the ways to help aid to that. With plant medicine, it allows you to delve deeper into your issues and go within. Instead of maybe searching externally for solutions to your issues, you're going right within the source because we have all the answers within. It's just about searching and being brave enough to face those truths. So yeah, let's just get into it. Today's first lesson will be about the medicine of Hapé or Rapé. I personally call it Hapé most of the time, but it goes by both names. Both are the same thing, both are correct. So what Hapé is a sacred plant medicine created by indigenous tribes, mostly in the Amazon. But it's not limited to just Amazonian tribes, but that is normally where it's from. It's created by shamans of the indigenous tribes, and they've been doing this practice for years. They have their own process. It's very ritualistic, it's very sacred, so if you do choose to use this medicine, just be very mindful of the energies that have gone into this medicine. Hapé has been used for many years for things such as rituals, hunting and gathering. It also has the effect to sharpen your focus and make you more aware and alert. So I think that's why a lot of the tribes use that for hunting. That was the main thing I heard about it when I first started looking more into it, is that it helped a lot with just sharpening your focus for hunting. Initiations, social gatherings, and pretty much anything and everything you can think of, Hapé could potentially help you with it. Hapé is legal in the US and it's made up of ground tobacco and other herbs that they put in it. So Hapé can also help with a multitude of things such as anxiety, depression, joint pain, headaches, dreams, meditation, focus. It can pretty much help with anything. It's just all about your intention and the user. It's just a reflection of you. So whatever you need help with, whatever you need to work on, whatever needs to be brought more into light in your life is what it will help with mostly. There are very many different types of Hapé. There are all different kinds. So if you're interested, I will leave a link down below so you can do that research. The website I get it from is really cool because it has so many different kinds and it tells you all the tribes and where it's from. So yeah, I should discuss that it does have nicotine in it because it's tobacco, so if that is an issue for you, I do believe there are also some Hapés or Rapés that do not contain nicotine, so if that's an issue for you or something you would like to avoid, you can definitely check out ones that don't contain nicotine. I'm pretty sure it'll say on the website which ones do and which ones don't. And then other side effects, I think, are just the fact that it can make you purge. It does burn a bit when you use it, but I'll go into that more in the next section. But that's pretty much it. The only side effect that I've really heard of it having is just maybe throwing up and purging, but that's never happened to me. But every user is different. Everyone experiences it differently. So yeah, just up to you. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about my personal experience with Hapé. So it's helped me a lot with my anxiety because I deal with a lot of daily anxiety and just being in my head and having racing thoughts just constantly. So it helps me a lot with that. It helps me a lot with finding my personal power and feeling comfortable with myself and being in love with myself and feeling that self-love and that connection to myself and to my divine, more primal self. It's led me on a path of just feeling overall more confident, and I find myself doing things more consciously and more intentfully and more mindfully ever since I've been working with it. It's also helped me ground a lot and learn to not take things as seriously. So if I'm in a flustered mood or I feel my ego is kind of getting in the way of myself, if my ego is just taking over, I feel like it helps me ground and come back to center and just feel more in my natural state and not all wound up, because our day-to-day lives, you know, it's hard to keep our ego out of it when someone cuts us off on the road or is just not the kindest and, you know, in public. You know, when those things happen, it's hard to not take it personally and keep your ego out of it and not like say F you back. That's just one of the things that helps with, is just kind of bringing me back to center to remind me that everything's okay and I don't need to be in that energy as much, you know. And yeah, that's mostly what it's helped me with. But everyone's different, you know. It's just about your intention and what you're using it for. There's no right or wrong way to work with this medicine. It's just all up to you. It's all a reflection of you. Anyways, now to get to the fun part is how to use the Hapé or work with what the process is. So basically, you take this device. I'll show you right now. You take this device. It's called, I don't know how you pronounce it. I might say it wrong. It's spelled K-U-R-P-I-E. I think it's pronounced Kurpi, but it's pronounced Kuripé. I don't really know. But yeah, you take one of these, or there's another device called a Tepi. Tepi. I don't know how, but that one's spelled T-P-I. I'll put everything in the description below if you are interested in any of this. But yes, this Kurip is self-administered, and the Tepi is someone else is administering it to you. With the Kurip, there is a small-ended side and there is a larger-ended side. The smaller end you put in your nostril, and the bigger end you put into your mouth. And see, like this, and you blow. Oh, I can still smell some in there. You blow in one end and then you blow in the other end. You do both sides, so you blow. So what you would do is, you take about a pea-sized amount. I'll show you the ones I have too. I should probably do that. The Hapés that I have been working with are the ones I have currently. I have this Yawanawa. That's the tribe, the Yawanawa Tunzu Forte. I'm not sure what Tunzu Forte means, but I will look that up and I will put it in the video later. But the Tunzu Forte, it is good for grounding. Let me look this up real quick, because I want to be informative. Okay, yeah, this Tunzu Forte, it is good for grounding and exploratory work. This Hapé is good for rebalancing yourself, and it'll be easier to meditate and manifest clearly. I think this would be a good starter one if you're not really sure how it's going to affect you. This is a very, just not basic, but just a very neutral, kind of just overall good Hapé to work with. If you are a little nervous working with it, it doesn't really have too much effect on the psyche. It's just very grounding. It has a little bit more of a, if you've ever used tobacco products or smoked a vape or something, it has a little bit more of that nicotine rush type of feel. Yeah, overall it's just very grounding. It just gives you that chance to meditate and be in your inner peace for the day. So that's that one. My favorite one that I've worked with so far is, let me look it up so I can for sure say it correctly. It is the Katukina cacao. It's spelled cacao. I think it's just cacao, but I think this one is blended up with cacao leaves, or cacao, like the seed, the chocolate plant, I believe so. I might not know, so don't take my word for it, but that's kind of what I think. But yeah, this one's been my favorite that I've worked with. And this one is very, very helpful for self-love and feeling that connection with yourself and feeling that love for yourself. And it's also very helpful with grounding. The overall feeling I get with this one is just self-love and especially my self-power, and feeling that divinity within myself, and just feeling, feeling that wholeness, bringing myself back to that wholeness. But anyways, so those are the main Hapés I work with. I have a few more, but I am not going to show those right now. If you want me to go more in depth, I totally can. But yeah, basically, so you take a pea-sized amount of whatever Hapé of your choosing. You put that in the palm of your hand. I'll just show you guys a little bit so it can, here I am. Here's my, okay, it's right here. Yeah, so you take the Hapé, and you want to have your palm out flat, and then you just do a pea-sized amount. You sprinkle some in there, probably like this. Oh gosh, it's rolling around. Anyways, here, let me get this all situated real quick. Yeah, so you take this about a pea-sized amount, And then you take the smaller end that goes into your nose, and then you just want to flatten it out like this, and then you just scoop it up. Nothing, it's not rocket science, shouldn't be too hard. And then swipe it up. And then once you have it in, I saw someone do this, so I like to do this now. You wipe the excess that's on your hand onto your heart, and then you take the crepe and you put it against your heart. And then I just like to set my intentions, say thank you for, I like to thank the Hapé spirits, the tribes, my higher self, just whatever comes to you. Just do a little prayer, do a little ritual, make it ritualistic. This has a lot of energy in it. You shouldn't be using this just to use it. I've seen people say they take it 1 to 2 times a day, and if that's what you need, that's totally fine. It's all up to you. There's no right or wrong way to use this, but you know, it's very sacred, so it's very important that you try to use this as intentfully as possible. Just, you know, respectfully and intentfully. So yeah, I like to say a little prayer, thank everything. Everything's energy, so everything, all your thoughts, all your words are very powerful and it's very meaningful. It's very important to do this part. Say a little prayer, do your little ritual, and then you take the small end, put it in this nostril, blow, and then you want to do the same, and then you want to do another pea-sized amount, flatten it out, and then do the other side. You want to do both nostrils, so you are balancing out the feminine and the masculine energies of yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not too hard, not too crazy. It does have a little burning sensation, kind of just like getting water up your nose. It doesn't last long, maybe like 15 seconds. It is not that bad. It's really not that bad. But once you get, it's kind of a metaphor, you know, once you get through that pain and that discomfort, you just find beauty and peace. So that's what I also really like about it. It has so many meanings and so many metaphors, and it can help with so many things. It's just all about you and your intention and the way you work and the way you work with it, you know. There is no right or wrong thing, and everyone's different. So, but yeah, that's basically it. It's a very beautiful medicine, and if you choose to use it or have any questions or comments, or if you do use it, if you just have any recommendations for me, or if you used it and you want to chat, go ahead and comment down below if you're interested in it, or if you have any questions, I'd love to answer. Feel free, don't hold back. This is a safe space, do not worry. Thank you for watching, and if you like these types of videos, just go ahead and subscribe and share and comment. And yeah, I will be having more of this series. If you want me to go more in depth, or if there's something I didn't touch on that you want to know, go ahead and comment that. I'm free and open to pretty much anything, so thank you for watching and have a good day. See you next time. Bye.